Hey guys, what's going on? Today, I'm gonna tell you guys about something. I'm pretty sure, I'll probably be like 85% sure that this has happened to you guys before. So, who doesn't love money, right? I love money. You know, it's kind of funny because, well, that's really funny, but everyone always says, you know, money is the root of all evils, which is true in a sense. But then again, money does rule the world and money does make the world go round. So, with that being said, everyone needs money. Regardless if you make it legally or illegally, money is money, right? Obviously for me, I'm a broke college student. Struggling to get by, especially, you know, making rent and then making a car payment on top of that, and then car insurance, and then my phone bill, the utilities and food. All that kind of adds up, and it just makes it, you know, kind of hard sometimes, you know, to, you know, make ends meet. But I mean, I chose this life. I chose to get the car that I wanted, you know, the Everest that I wanted. So I think it was like a couple weeks ago. Not too long ago, but a couple weeks ago, I was, you know, at Kohl's because I got like a cashback rewards, cash receipt coupon voucher thingy or whatever, because I spent a certain amount of money and I'd get, you know, some store credit back. So I'm like, you know, why not use it, right? So, oh, I remember. It was when I bought my PS4 on Thanksgiving. I got $75 store credit back because I spent $270 or whatever. Yeah, so, you know, I'm at Kohl's, browsing through, you know, looking at some pants, and some stuff goes down. So it kind of went a little like this. These are alright. Kind of like these. Hey, I like your hat. What? Excuse me? I like your hat. Oh, thanks. So would you be interested in a multi-level marketing job? Okay, so it didn't exactly go down like that. Yes, it did. Not really though. It didn't really go down exactly like that. But I was just in the store. I was looking, you know, through some pants and stuff like that. And this guy out of nowhere just compliments me on my hat. He's like, "Hey, I like your hat." I'm like, "Oh, cool." And then he just kind of starts talking to me and introduces himself, and then kind of just starts questioning me. It felt like an interview kind of. He was just kind of like, "So are you, you know, from here? What do you do? You go to school? What's your aspirations in life? What's your end goal in life?" All these questions, you know. So like halfway through, I was just kind of like, well, I don't really want to talk to this guy. But I mean, I didn't want to be rude either. You know, maybe he's just a nice guy. So I just kind of talked to him for a little bit longer. And then he introduced his wife and his baby. So I'm just like, okay, maybe I met a really friendly stranger at the store. I don't know. So we kind of talked, and he kind of just wished me, you know, the best in life and, you know, whatever, and we kind of went on. 5 minutes later, he actually finds me in, you know, the men's section again, and then he goes, "Hey, Chin, so, you know, someone took a chance on me, you know, a couple years back, and now I'm working towards, you know, bettering my future and my financial status and stuff like that. So I kind of want to take a chance on you. Would you be interested in a mentorship and, you know, stuff like that, blah, blah, blah." So at this point, I'm kind of like, is he legit or is it a scam? I didn't really know what to think of it, so I kind of gave him a chance. You know, you never know. Fast forward a few days, I text him, we exchange emails, stuff like that, and then he invites me out for like a little pre-meeting because he was saying like his investor or his mentor didn't want to really open up his trade secrets to just anybody. He wanted to make sure that, you know, I was the right one for them and that I fit into their company, blah, 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 stuff like that. So obviously, you know, it makes sense. Keep in mind, this whole time, I'm kind of like, this has to be some kind of a scam, some kind of a pyramid scheme kind of thing. But like I said, I kind of went in with an open mind just to see, because, you know, you never know, right? You know, I live in SoCal. You never know. There's a lot of rich people around here. You never know. You might get lucky. But yeah, so I kind of met him up at a Starbucks. This entire time we were talking, he was interviewing me again, getting to know me, things like that, asking me these weird questions, you know, like, you know, what does time mean to you? What does money mean to you? You know, things like that, but he wasn't looking for the generic answer. He wanted me to think outside the box. So I'm kind of, okay, maybe this guy really wants, you know, to figure out how I think. And, you know, it makes sense if you want to go into, you know, some kind of a business partnership kind of thing. Thing was, for me, it got super sketchy. How sketchy do you guys ask? When I started questioning him about what he does, you know, what does the company do? what do you do on a daily basis, how do you make money, stuff like that. He just kept dodging the question left and right. Like, you know, questions are flying at him from me, and he's just kind of like, you know, yeah, I make money, I'm, you know, financially stable now, I get a lot of time with my family and blah blah. All these kind of like answers that does not answer my question, obviously. So, you know, I'm kind of, all right, this is BS, you know, I've been duped. This is a, you know, pyramid scheme. But, you know, I entertained him. You know, I just kept talking to him because I didn't want to just get up and leave. I didn't want to be rude about it. The icing on the cake was literally when he was like, all right, I'm gonna have you read this book. And this book, you know, is used by a lot of those pyramid scheme companies, but we're not one of them. Just go home and read this book and blah, 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 you know, and tell me what you think about it, you know. And then he continued on, and like the very last thing he told me, you know, which is, you know, here's the kicker. He was like, you know, when you go home, like, I know you have roommates, right? I'm like, yeah, I live with, you know, roommates and friends and stuff. He's like, don't tell them about this. Keep everything that we talked about to yourself, because, you know, I don't know how your friends think, because they don't think like you, and, you know, you're different and blah blah blah, you know, so you don't want them to persuade you in any kind of way. You should make this decision on your own, blah blah blah, right? So I'm sitting there like, the fuck? So I'm just kind of like, really? You're gonna tell me not to tell anybody, even though, you know, I value the opinions of my friends and family and stuff like that. So I'm just kind of like, okay, no, this guy is totally BSing me. This is totally, you know, a pyramid scheme, blah blah. And he even used like, this is like a multi-level marketing, you know, kind of thing, blah blah blah. And, you know, so it's a mentorship where we teach you, you know, we don't give you a business to run, you create your own, you know, all these kind of things. But he never once told me what the company ever did. And I think that is a question that you should be able to answer, right? I think that's a valid question, that if someone, you know, is being offered a mentorship, blah blah blah, right? Then shouldn't they have the right to know what the company does? That happened. I mean, I've been like suckered into this before, you know, by, you know, I had like it's kind of called Your Health, like it's back in like NorCal, I don't know, like my personal friends and family know about Your Health. That pretty much is a pyramid scheme kind of thing. Vector, Cutco, stuff like knives, stuff like that. That's a kind of similar multi-level marketing thing too. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Vector or Cutco or something like that. But I legit got like 7 letters from them when I graduated high school. Like, oh, you've been chosen to, you know, work for us, blah blah blah. It's a great opportunity, blah blah blah. And they asked for like $500 up front or some crazy thing like that just to buy a display set of knives. But yeah, crazy stuff like that. But yeah, that happened, guys. I wasted literally 2 hours of my life. But the thing is, like, I felt so bad for the guy because he believed so much in what he was doing that, like, it legit would change my life, because, you know, it's changing his life and stuff like that. But I don't know, I can't do it. I mean, obviously it's a pyramid scheme, it's a multi-level blah blah, you know, obviously all that obvious stuff aside, it's not the smart thing to do. But I mean, even if it was somewhat legit, I wouldn't be able to do it, mainly because I don't believe in it 100%. Anything I do, or anything that I support, I have to be able to feel 100% good about it for me to, you know, promote it or to join it or to work for. Like, you know, same thing with my jobs, like where I work at. If I don't feel good about my job, my work environment, you know, then why would I want to work there, right? You know, I know a lot of people, you know, just work because they need the money, and that's true. We need the money, and that's what we need, money to live. But at some point, you kind of have to decide, you know, is what you're doing worth your time and money? But yeah, if this has ever happened to you guys at all, make sure you guys throw a comment down below so I know. I'm super curious about, you know, your stories and your encounters with you know, these kind of companies and these kind of people. But yeah, I want to know if this has ever happened to you guys. So, you know, throw a comment down below. Don't forget to like this video, please, like I said before. I appreciate all the love and support from you guys. Thanks, guys. Till next time. Peace. Alrighty guys, thanks so much for watching that video. Don't forget to check out my other videos. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you guys can stay up to date with my uploads and stuff like that. If you like it, subscribe. If you don't like it,